name is Ashiwaji Dorcas.
Hi, my name is Adedola Ebadan.
I am Tolu Joseph.
My name is Tosin Shokobi.
My name is Victoria Wana.
My name is Sam Adetiran. I'm inviting you to the 2021 Prim Doctor African Convention.
It takes place July 16th to 18th, 2021.
The convention is an annual event where we bring together people of all ages and persuasions
to stimulate life-changing conversations
that help people make progress in business, relationship, finance, and life as a whole.
You do not want to miss this.
Looking forward to seeing you there because I will be there.
Click the link below.
Click the link below.
Now click the link below or anywhere you can find it in the caption to register for free.
My name is Ashiwaji Dorcas.
Hi, my name is Adedola Ebadan.
I am Tolu Joseph.
My name is Tosin Shokobi.
My name is Victoria Wana.
My name is Sam Adetiran. I'm inviting you to the 2021 Prim Doctor African Convention.
It takes place July 16th to 18th, 2021.
The convention is an annual event where we bring together people of all ages and persuasions
to stimulate life-changing conversations
that help people make progress in business, relationship, finance, and life as a whole.
You do not want to miss this.
Looking forward to seeing you there because I will be there.
Click the link below.
Click the link below.
Now click the link below or anywhere you can find it in the caption to register for free.
My name is Ashiwaji Dorcas.
Hi, my name is Adedola Ebadan.
I am Tolu Joseph.
My name is Tosin Shokobi.
My name is Victoria Wana.
My name is Sam Adetiran. I'm inviting you to the 2021 Prim Doctor African Convention.
It takes place July 16th to 18th, 2021.
The convention is an annual event where we bring together people of all ages and persuasions
to stimulate life-changing conversations
that help people make progress in business, relationship, finance, and life as a whole.
You do not want to miss this.
Looking forward to seeing you there because I will be there.
Click the link below.
Click the link below.
Now click the link below or anywhere you can find it in the caption to register for free.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the first day, the first session of the Prim Doctor Africa Convention 2021. And this year, we are going to emerge. I'm so excited that we are here already. Thank you so much. I'm seeing the comments and I'm so excited that we are here already. And within the next few minutes, we're going to be having an awesome time in this first session. Good afternoon, awesomeness. Good afternoon. I'm so excited because today we're going to be talking about the entrepreneur's mindset. Listen, I'm just the first speaker. We have other speakers, like five other speakers, and I do not want you to miss any single session. All right. So wherever you are, please start inviting your friends to the group. Start inviting your friends. This is the time to get ready. It's going to be an amazing period. It's going to be an exciting session. And we have the 5 o'clock session. We have the 7 p.m. session as well. You don't want to miss it for anything. Thank you, Madam Amina Grace Jafflet. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is so amazing. Thank you so much. Wherever you are, please start bringing your friends in because I am about to start the first session. So just let me know where you're watching us from, and let me know where you're watching from this afternoon. Let me know where you're watching from this afternoon. I know at least 2 people from Lagos and from Ibadan, but just drop it in the comment section. Let me know where you're watching me from this afternoon before I go straight into what first time. For those who are watching us for the first time, the Prim Doctor Africa Convention is an annual event of Prim Doctor Africa Limited, and we come together to stimulate life-changing transformation, life-changing conversations, okay, that transform lives. So every July, everyone who watches us must set an agenda for the next year, because for us here, it's all about changing lives. It's all about dreams. If you know what we stand for as a company, what we do is we change lives, we touch lives. Over the past 2.5 years, thereabout, we have made people who thought they could never become authors, almost 400 of them, just by our flagship products. And we do not stop at that. This particular conference, we'll be talking about business, we're talking about social good, we're talking about personal development, talking about innovation, and very interestingly, we'll be talking about romance. I mean, all the single people get ready. And if you registered for Sunday, it's going to be amazing. We have an amazing comedian that will be coming up. We're going to have fun. I'll be speaking on Emerge, and I trust that for everyone who attends, you will experience a positive transformation. Thank you so much for watching from Lagos. So there is an instruction when you join that you're supposed to give StreamYard. You're supposed to give StreamYard permission, so that when you click like this, please take note for the rest of the sessions, so that when we click like this, your name can appear instead of Facebook user. So it's because you have not granted StreamYard permission. That's why your name is not showing. This woman has done it, and you can see her name and her picture, her profile picture on Facebook is showing. Okay, so this person is watching from Redemption Camp, but I do not know who it is, because you have not given permission to StreamYard. So what I would rather do is I would check from my phone to see who is typing what. But aside that, I will not be able to know who is typing what. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Abayomi Olushanu, yes, I can see your name now from Redemption Camp. My brother is here, Michael Ebadan. Thank you so much. That's all the way from Ibadan. Okay. He's based in Ibadan. Somebody is watching from Irua. I can see a comment. Somebody's watching from Irua. For Joseph, fantastic. I hope to see you on Sunday. What are you still doing in Irua by this time? Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So, like we said, we're going to see you on Sunday, right? All the members of Wealthy Authors Network, I will see you on Sunday. It's such a beautiful time to be alive, because a company like Print Doctor Africa is doing great things far beyond what any publishing company can fathom or understand. So I go straight up to my session, where I will be talking about the entrepreneur's mindset. Okay, some of you know me and some of you do not know me, but I will give you a brief introduction into who I am. Okay, so I'm the founder of the speaking to you. I'll be speaking to you this afternoon about entrepreneurship, okay? Because there is a mindset of an entrepreneur. If you read the story that I shared last night about how I left my job in 2015, some people thought that I had the confidence to leave my job because I was going to live with a lot of money from Nestle. That is not true. Some people thought that I had stored up some money somewhere. That's why I had the confidence to leave Nestle. That is not true. Some people thought that that I had one godfather somewhere who was helping me. That's why I left my job. That is not true. This evening, I will be sharing with you. In fact, one thing I shared in the post I made was that my entire gratuity, I did not spend up to 1,000 out of it for myself. My entire gratuity. I bought studio musical equipment. I'm not a commercial musician. I'm a ministry musician. I bought studio musical equipment and I did a crusade with the balance, and I told my God that now I am ready to do this. So I do not want it to be that it's because I stored up money somewhere. That's why I mean, you're seeing what you're seeing with Print Dr. Africa. I'm going to be sharing with you the mindset that gave birth to what you see today, both with Print Dr. Africa and many other entrepreneurs all over the world. If you know me, you know that I follow a man called Patrick Bet-David a lot and many other ones, but he is my role model when it comes to entrepreneurship. And I will be sharing with you this evening the mindset that produces the results you see. The mindset that produces the results you see. If you're going to be a successful entrepreneur, if you're going to do well in what you do, it starts from the mindset that produces the results. Okay, so first thing on the list, because I need to quickly get out of here, I want to go straight for it. The first thing on the list is belief. I call it insane, inexplicable, yet tangible belief that all things will turn out right. You cannot pick it from the air. You may be the only one in your entire family who can see this. But trust me, I call it insane, I call it inexplicable, yet tangible belief. Any entrepreneur, anyone who wants to go into business that does not have this belief, that's such that some people will think you are crazy. If you do not have that belief, trust me, the likelihood that you will make it in business, in entrepreneurship, is very low. Now, when I'm talking about entrepreneurship, I'm not talking about just selling pepper by the bus stop or selling fish by the bus stop. By the way, if you're going to do that as well, for you to wake up in the morning, nobody called you that they will come and buy fish. Yet you took out fish and went to the bus stop with the hope that somebody will buy. That is insane. That is inexplicable. Yet that is belief. Okay? Yet that is belief. So for that entrepreneurship, for you to experience that kind of belief, all right, it's insane, almost unbelievable that anyone will believe that something will work. Now, I say there are two types of entrepreneurs. The first type of entrepreneurs are entrepreneurs by circumstance, and then entrepreneurs by choice. But whatever happens, whichever one you belong to, entrepreneurs by circumstances, I don't even have anything to do anyway other than to do this. Okay, I'm not an entrepreneur by circumstance. I'm an entrepreneur by choice, because I could have stayed on my job and enjoyed. If you saw the post that I made for 6 years, I was looking forward to a promotion. I got the promotion, and then under 2 years, I resigned. Who does that? Okay, who does that? So This is exactly the mindset of an entrepreneur. Belief, insane belief, inexplicable belief, yet tangible. Only you can see it. I know how I had to talk with my wife. I know how I had to talk with my mother, okay, and then my godfather, who is an experienced pastor, who is an experienced engineer. It was an engineer. It was a drilling engineer. I mean, it was an engineer, auto engineer with Shell. He also did the same thing I did. He did his own, I think, in the late 60s or early 70s. And so he understands when purpose started calling me. He understands when that desire started to come. So when I shared with him and he spoke with my mom, then everybody started to calm down a little bit. My wife already knew this was coming, but she didn't know it was coming that soon. But then it is only you that can see it. Only you. Insane, inexplicable, yet tangible belief. If you're not operating at that realm, listen, entrepreneurship is not likely for you. The second point, because I'm going to 7, so we need to quickly go, is desire. There is a deep desire within the mind of an entrepreneur. There is a deep desire in the mind of an entrepreneur. If you do not have it, it's something that desire to excel, desire to not be ordinary. Listen, up till today, there are things that I do that is completely unnecessary, but that is not mandatory, but is necessary for the next level that we are going to. Look, this session you are in, it's not mandatory. We could continue to do business without doing this for you. We could continue to do business. Long before I was born, there are thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of book publishers. They didn't have to do this to make money. But where we are going, we cannot but do this. So it's not mandatory that I do this. Okay? It's not mandatory that Print Dr. Africa does what it does. But it is necessary because the desire, the results we desire, the kind of company we desire to build, the kind of people we desire around us, the desire to not be ordinary, to be extraordinary, is pushing us to do the things we do. And this is personal. Whatever is happening in my head and in my mind and in my life is what I'm pushing back into this business that people are saying. But it's not just happening. It's something that is happening in my head. It's something that every entrepreneur must have. The desire not to be ordinary. The desire not to be just be, the desire to be more than this, the desire to be more than this. I mean, do you have such desires? Do you have such desires? Are you ready for such desires? Do you have it in you? If you don't have desire like this, it is almost impossible for you to excel in entrepreneurship. How strong is your desire? How strong is your desire? If you do not have it, it will be almost impossible to excel in entrepreneurship. Number 3 is result driven. Result drive, however way you want it. Look, people will celebrate excuses, never make it in entrepreneurship. I'll say it again. People will celebrate excuses, never make it in entrepreneurship. There is nothing else that entrepreneurs see other than results. For me, behind results, I see values, okay? But values don't stand in the way of result. I will tell you a simple story about values and results. As of 2015 December, I never thought that this is what I will be doing today. I had the desire to service big companies. I had desires to service multinationals. I mean, that's my base. That's where I'm coming from. Okay, that's where I'm coming from. I speak the language of the multinationals. I know when I meet with their sales guys or the people who the buyers and all of that, I understand the language. I have done a lot of procurement for my company. I was running a department, engineering. I was running a department that I was managing almost 400 million naira every year. So I know about procurement and all of that. So I thought it was going to be like that. But as a Christian, as a believer, most of you that are watching should know already that I talk about my faith a lot. As a Christian, as a believer, I know that certain beliefs, certain things I cannot do when I run my company. Listen, I got involved and I started seeing some offers that I had to refuse. I started seeing offers that I could not take. I wanted results. I still want results because you cannot excel in entrepreneurship if you do not have results. I want results, but not at the expense of my values. So what did I do? I quit that business, okay? Not the same business that I'm doing now, okay? But what I did was I revamped the whole thing and I went into retail. Retail is what we do now. That's why I know all my customers one-on-one. Even though we've not met, we've talked on the phone. Everybody, I don't have to go through any bureaucracy to get my customers. That's why I had to go and learn digital marketing and all of that to start building what we're doing today. The drive is the same. Result focus, result drive, result focus is still the same. Okay, I still want result, but not at the expense of my value. I did not quit because I was not getting result. I did not quit because of my values. Okay, I did not quit because of my values. Rather, I found a way around it and I kept on pushing to get results. It may be the longer route. I'd probably be swimming in billions today if I lowered my values to continue to make the kind of money I could have made in the corporate world. But no, I decided to take a detour, and that's why we are here today. Okay, so result is very important. If you're not result driven, you cannot make so much out as an entrepreneur. How many have we done? We've talked about belief, we've talked about desire, we've talked about results right now, and then the fourth one is team builder or worker. Now, there are a lot of people. Now, at this point, I need to talk about being a solopreneur and being an entrepreneur. A solopreneur is anyone who wants to work alone, chop alone, and you know what they say, when you shop alone, you whatever alone. Now, as a solopreneur, you see it's possible. I could have continued to be a solopreneur because I started up as a solopreneur. It's very easy to be a solopreneur. Just like be a middleman. I wrote a book in 2017 about it's titled Shift, and I talked about some of the ways you can start your business without necessarily having a lot of money. I talked about my personal experiences. So, okay, you as a solopreneur, you want to work alone. A lot of the internet marketers are solopreneurs. Just during this week, there's a community I belong to, and somebody asked the question why entrepreneurs don't have solid teams and all of that. And I said it's basically about being solopreneurs. You see a solopreneur wants to make money and spend it all alone. A solopreneur does not want to have the burden of building teams, of having staff, or having equipment, and it just wants to work alone, work on Fiverr. I'm not saying those platforms are bad. I'm saying it's okay. They can be what you start with, but if you're an entrepreneur, if you want to be an entrepreneur, your mind must tell you that you must be a team builder and a team worker. I will share a few examples with you, but I just continue so I don't lose my train of thought. Now, as an entrepreneur, as a solopreneur, so let me continue with that. you just want to make the money alone. Any money you make, you want to buy a car, you want to build your house, you want to be happy with your children, and not taking care of anybody. It's fantastic if that is what you desire with your life. Entrepreneurs are bigger than that. Entrepreneurs want to build the lives of others. They are not just trying to make it. Entrepreneurs could have made it as employees, and they'll be fine. Entrepreneurs are more interested in building something that will last. Okay, you cannot transfer your Fiverr account to your children. Who told you that they will be? You cannot have a Fiverr account and have board of directors in it. Okay, so these are solopreneurs. You cannot be selling just reseller marketing and all of that. You will have a good life, but what you're trying to build for entrepreneurs is bigger than having a good life. Now, for entrepreneurs, the good life will eventually catch up with them, like you see. Okay, like you see, the good life caught up with Richard Branson. There is no way, except God deliberately wants that man to be poor, that Richard Branson can never be poor again. There is no way. He has railway. He has he used to have music label. He went to the moon. I mean, he went to just last week, the first private citizen that will have his own private rocket that took him to space. I mean, you can see such a man, except God wants him, can never be poor again. You understand? So, but what he was chasing was not money. If what he was chasing was money, he would have just built one small business, stayed with it, and enjoyed his life. Entrepreneurs are not trying to become rich. Riches catch up with entrepreneurs. Entrepreneurs are trying to build a legacy. And you cannot build a legacy alone. Let's quickly begin to hammer that down right now. You cannot build legacy alone. Don't forget what we're talking about this evening. We're talking about the entrepreneur's mindset. There is absolutely no way that an entrepreneur, that you can build legacy alone. Let's key that down. If anybody is watching this afternoon, please let me tell you this. There is absolutely no way you can build legacy alone. That's why I'm very passionate about bringing people into my team. Sometimes it's not because I have the money stored somewhere, but because I know that with these people, we can make the money that will pay all of us. So there is a gentleman that works with me right now. It's one of my biggest testimonies of the lockdown, and he's watching me right now. He's in the office. So we bought a new equipment in the office last year. A fantastic testimony. I mean, during lockdown, when people were having a dip, miraculously, we were buying additional equipment, and so we needed additional people. In the beginning, we thought we could cope, myself and my guys, and it was almost becoming a curse that we were blessed. You don't understand that oxymoron? We were almost, because of the new equipment, I was finding it difficult to focus on what my job was, which was bringing in staff. You know, my job was to bring in staff. I mean, it was to bring in clients. But because of this new equipment, it was almost impossible for me to do this because I was focused on working on the machines. Then this gentleman that I always knew used to be like some of the people I outsourced to. My mind just said, call up this guy. So I called him up and I said, what can we do? Can you work with me? He said, under conditions, come and see me. He came that same day. We talked, and guess what? He started work the next day, the next Monday. Trust me, his life has not remained the same. But Print Doctor Africa has not remained the same either. For every time you add meaningful people to your team, you build team. Okay, being a team builder also includes the fact that being able to identify talent that is needed in your team. Being a team worker means that when your people come and when people join you, when you eventually bring them, You cannot, you need to understand that one person cannot walk alone. Okay, you have to carry everybody along. I had to learn this. Okay, I had to learn this, and I'm telling you, if you are the type that likes to do your things alone by yourself, there is a lot that you need to learn. You cannot build a legacy. You cannot be an entrepreneur just being alone, always trying to be alone. Okay, always trying to be alone. I appreciate what's going on in the comments right now. The comments are really, really on fire. If you can approve StreamYard, so that your names can show. Like, I have an elaborate comment here, but I don't know who typed it in because you did not approve StreamYard. Please go ahead and approve StreamYard so that your names can show. Okay. So I hope we got the point now. You cannot, that what is happening in the mind of an entrepreneur cannot be done by one person. Therefore, an entrepreneur's mindset must always include, or always includes, being a team builder and being a team worker. Okay, you cannot love to work alone and be a team builder. And build a meaningful business. Okay, the next one we're talking about right now is self-motivated or self-driven. This is one of the biggest things for me. This is one of my strongest points. I get discouraged. Yeah. I get discouraged. I get, how do I call it? I get discouraged sometimes. Sometimes I'm unable to get the results that I want. But guess what? Like every entrepreneur before me, a typical example is David. The Bible says, and David encouraged himself in the Lord and pursued after his enemies. Listen, every entrepreneur must be self-driven. If you are the type that loves motivational speakers to encourage you, to beg you, to say this to you, to say that to you, before you know that you must push, then you are not ready for this journey. This journey will break you, it will make you, it will remold you, but most of all, one thing must stay consistent. You must be self-motivated. You must be self-driven. It's a lonely journey. It's a crazy journey. It's a journey that sometimes you'll be wondering who sent you, who sent me. But listen, in the mind of an entrepreneur, there is no going back. So whatever happens, you must be self-motivated and self-driven. When all the chips are down, the chips will be down many times. The chips have been down for me this week. The chips have been up for me this week. But whatever happens, you must be self-motivated. Now, your self-motivation is one of those things that makes you an idea-generating machine. For example, those who know me know that I'm an idea-generating machine. I pluck ideas from the air. I pluck it from the air. It's like as air is blowing around like this, I just pick one idea from it. Because for me, there is no going back on this journey. For every entrepreneur you know, whether it's Jeff Bezos, whether it's Grant Cardone, whether it's Patrick Bet-David, you must be self-motivated. You must be self-motivated. You cannot be the type that if your wife does not tell you, do this now, oh yeah, let's do it, you will not be able to do. If you are the type that if your wife does not, or your friends, or your father, your brothers, your sisters, if they don't press you, oh yeah, come and do this thing now, oh yeah, go out today, oh yeah, go out today. If you are the type that they have to be pushing and be gaying and be rowing, I'm speaking Yoruba and English now, that don't worry, don't get, if you are the type that you need people, you need to watch 3 videos on YouTube before you go to work, or else you will not like to go to work. you will not like to do the job, listen, then entrepreneurship is not for you. You must be self-motivated and you must be self-driven. I think we've done 5 now. We have 2 to go. Whatever you do, make sure you are, it must be innate. Discouragement will come from everywhere. Sometimes you want to do something amazing. You are not able to raise the money. You are discouraged. But guess what? You need to pick up the pieces and do it all over again. If you are not doing that one, you will do another one. This is very simple. You cannot wait on an external factor. That's one of my keywords. You are internally one of the things that I do, that my wife talks about a lot in the houses, I generate internal pressure for myself. Everywhere will just be at peace like this. Everybody will be at ease like this. I'll just create something that everybody will start running up and down again, including this conference. Okay. Everybody, I can't stay in a place where everybody is just okay. How can everybody be okay? Pressure brings out the best in entrepreneurs. Pressure brings out the best in entrepreneurs. So my pressure making machine is not outside. I don't look to the right or to the left. I look inwards and I create something while I don't start. Everybody start running up and down again. That is one of the ways. I have not seen a peace-loving entrepreneur. Now, when I mean peace now, I'm not talking about fighting up and down. I'm talking about people who just like calm. Everywhere should be calm. Everywhere should just be all right. Let's be all right. Nobody should run up and down. You cannot be an entrepreneur with that kind of mindset, okay? You must be self-driven. You cannot depend on external factors. You cannot depend on external factors. You must always, all right? You must always be driven from inside. You must always be driven from inside. I want to appreciate everybody who is sending in the comments, and I appreciate everyone who is watching us live. So don't forget, we still have the 5 p.m. and the 7 p.m. These 2 ladies, I don't know how to explain it. These 2 ladies, please, this is not the only session you will watch today. You cannot miss it. Priscilla Obi, Canis Obi is an amazing entrepreneur who is doing massive things in Enugu. If you see the factory she runs, you don't want to miss it. You need to watch her by 5 p.m. Anurika Azubike, that one runs stuff for the World Bank, and I'm telling you, it's not coincidence. She runs stuff for World Bank, and she'll be talking about innovation. There's no way this convention will be over without talking about innovation. And this woman, we published her book. She's going to be talking about innovation. You need to be there. Okay, so we have 2 more points, and I will go. The second to the last is willingness to adapt or to pivot. One way is the only way. It cannot happen in the life of an entrepreneur. One way is the only way cannot happen in the mind of an entrepreneur. Like, this is the only way I'm going to do it. This is the way we are doing it. So some time ago, I'll tell you a simple story of a church that I used to be. I spent only a few months there. And within those few months, as an experienced music director, the music director was going for a convention and asked me to step in for him. And there was power failure and all of that. The choir had helped the choir to rehearse the previous day, serious rehearsal, and we wanted to use all the music. So the technical guys told me that in about 5 minutes, they would sort out the power issues. So I told one of the deacons that was there, and I said, the next thing on the agenda, can that person come? Maybe it was Bible reading or something, so that before the technical guys are done, we would have time, there will be power and all that. Guess what he said to me? He said, this is the clinical church. I will not mention the church. We don't do things that way. Everything must follow order. Things are not done here that way. Whether there is light or there is no light, you guys must sing at the time you are supposed to sing. And I was like, yes, now I know that this church is not the one for me. Anywhere that they don't celebrate innovation, anywhere that they are not flexible about getting things done, they cannot adapt and they cannot pivot in order to get the best results, I cannot be here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, long story short, I've left the place. I'm in another place now. Entrepreneurs cannot be in a place where things are cast in stone, where this is the only way things must be done. This is the only way things can be done. This is the only way things can be done. If things are not done that way, then it cannot be done at all. Anywhere you find things like that, entrepreneurs cannot survive there. The mindset of an entrepreneur is willingness to adapt. I told you about my story of how I was trying to run away from corruption, but I did not kill my business because of that. I had to pivot and I had to do something else. Print Dr. Africa is going to be launching a few other things that will shock you very soon. Guys in food manufacturing, we are coming for you. Get ready for this. We are coming for you. Agriculture, we're coming for you. We are coming for all of you guys because we are going to pivot. We're not abandoning one to start another. We are growing and expanding. Okay? You must be willing to expand. As of when I left Nestle, I had, aside posting things that were not so meaningful, or the most meaningful thing I used to post was spiritual things. Like I was not doing business on Facebook. I had no clue that we could do this with the internet. Okay? I had no clue we could do this with the internet. But I listened. I will give credit to whom it is due. John Obidi, when he used to do this teleseminars on Thursday evenings, my friend and his wife, Okpayemi and Tose Shokunbi, would say, listen to this guy, you will pick something. One day, I finally got to listen, and I can tell you that it is the foundation for everything you see us do digitally today. It's not like that was what taught me how to print. No, I've been printing since 2006. It's not like that was what taught me how to design. I've been designing since 2006. But how to create a digital business from what I already know. Because of those teleseminars, I wrote my first book, which culminated in me becoming now a book publisher. I used to be general printer for many things and all that. That's what culminated. After I wrote my own book and I printed it, I realized that I can do the same for other people. And here we are today, almost 400 books done. Okay, so be willing to adapt. No, I don't want to listen to him. What does he know? What does he know? I've been in the industry for so many years. Listen, if you're not willing to adapt and to pivot, you will not make meaningful progress. You will not make meaningful progress if you're not willing to adapt. Okay? And so I go to the final one, which is, my story is completely incomplete if I don't get to this. Entrepreneurs are spiritual people. Look, take to the bank and tell them I said so. Entrepreneurs, most entrepreneurs, I can tell you from the top of my head that 90% of entrepreneurs you meet are spiritual people. They believe in something. No? Don't let us joke here. Most entrepreneurs believe in something. Most entrepreneurs believe in something. I believe in the Lord Jesus Christ. I believe in Jesus Christ. I believe that He came to die for me. I believe that He answers my prayers. Listen, if you know what some entrepreneurs put under their clothes, the same people you want to compete with, if you know what they are putting under their cloth or what they bow down to, for me, this is not this period to talk about whether they are bowing down to the right or the wrong one. But I'm just telling you that if you are going to survive, you got to be spiritual. You've got to be aware of what happens in the spirit world. I can't lie to you about this. Everybody, most people believe in something that is bigger than them. I've just confessed my own. Some cannot say their own publicly like this. But whether you like it or not, there is at the top, whether you want to admit it or not. Look, there are principles. There are things you must follow. There is a man called that runs Chinmark now. I saw in one of his posts that in 2015 he fasted for 365 days. Okay, so yes, he said in 2015 he fasted for 365 days. Entrepreneurs believe in something, no? Even though we don't get to post it all the time, you don't hear my role model. I mean, the day I was convinced about this is today my role model, Patrick David. If you know him, he's a very neutral guy. He doesn't really carry this spirit on his head. But one day, in one of his videos, he said, I'm a Christian and I believe in Jesus Christ. Everybody believes in something. So don't be joking. Look, the world is a battleground. And because spirits are all over the whole place, if you don't believe it, please believe it today. I don't want to spend too much time here, but just know that there are forces around the world, and most of the people you'll be competing with believe in something. Find something that you also believe in. Okay? So I've come to the end of my presentation, and I have less than 15 minutes to take questions and then go through the comments and let us go. Okay. I want to know if you have enjoyed this season, if you have enjoyed this particular session. I want to know if you have enjoyed this particular session. I want to know if you have enjoyed this particular session, and if you have questions for me. Do you have questions for me? Because this is just the beginning, okay? For those who will be at the live event on Sunday, I will be the keynote address speaker, okay? So, and I will be speaking about Emerge. You don't want to miss it. If you have registered, I beg you. We have fantastic, our MC is a fantastic comedian. We will have fun. We'll play some music. But I will be speaking as well. There will be a lot of networking. So if you registered, please, there will be food. There will be food at the beginning and there will be food at the end. We are ready for you. It's a free event. Print Dr. Africa is taking up everything with our partners. So I want you to please come around. Please come around. If you registered, please don't take that slot. Some people wanted it, but we closed it. I beg you, don't take that slot and stay away. Please don't take that slot. There are people who wanted it but couldn't get it because we have closed registration. Don't take that slot and stay away. Everything is set, waiting for you. Okay, so I have Mrs. Amina Grace Jafflet says she enjoyed the session and I really appreciate it. Okay. Mrs. Adeshewa Adebayo Mole says, I have to listen again and again. It will be my pleasure if you do. So glad. Awesomeness is Swabana says, if this opening session is this interesting, I'm wondering how others will be. Trust me, this is the smallest of all the sessions. This is like just like introduction. Everybody that I brought, I'm not worthy to lace their shoes. You understand? Damola Johnson will be here. Shola Amuson will be here all the way from the United States. Anureka Azubike will be here. Priscilla Obi, Kanis Obi will be here. You know, these are senior people. So all these ones I just said now is introduction. Introduction. The big people are coming. Let the small man just finish and leave the stage for the people, for the big ones that are coming. Okay. So I have a question. My question is on identifying talent. How do I identify talent of those working with me and apportion appropriate roles to them? Okay. In when we audit, okay, I told you that I'm a certified auditor. When we audit management systems, one of the key parts that we audit is human resources. Because let's take food safety system certification, for example, whether the food will be poisonous. I worked with infant cereals a lot. I was in charge of infant cereals and all family cereals packaging, the engineering part. And I know this for sure. also as an auditor, that whether the food will be injurious to the health of little children or not, it starts from hiring. It starts from when you employ people. For those who have listened to my Monday morning talk, I've told you about some of the mistakes I made in the beginning with hiring people who wanted to kill me. I told you that about one that I hired, and she's the only one I've ever sacked since I started working. I did not sack her with letter. I sacked her on the phone. I said, if I meet you in that office, it's police that I will use to arrest you. That's how I sacked that one. Because she was a pain in my neck. I did not learn how to hire right. Look, if you must learn how to hire right. That's one of the things about talent sourcing. It's not about when you bring them in, they start looking for their talent. You must know how to hire right. You must know exactly what you're looking for in terms of the skill level and the character you're looking for. I had to learn this. Okay, so talent sourcing is not when you have brought them into your system. It's about knowing exactly what you want. In human resource, I'm not an expert. I was just fortunate to be an auditor, so I know all of these things. In human resources, there is something called the job description. Okay, so in the job description, you will describe what this person will be doing, and then you also describe what this person will look like. So when you meet your potential team member, you know that this is the person, because you already have an expectation of the kind of person you are expecting in your organization. If you don't do this, you will source wrongly. Okay, so that's very, very important that before they come into your system, you must know what you want, what they will be doing, the kind of person you want, okay, what the character, and all of that. So it's very important that you do that. Okay, we have some contributions here. Yeah, thank you very much. Samaditiron, Pastor, thank you. You said this was very eye-opening, and I am glad that you found it eye-opening. I enjoyed every bit of this session, even though I joined it. I was wandering on Facebook and I stumbled on this. It was like you're just talking to me personally. Thanks for organizing this. I really appreciate this. If there is no other comment, this makes my day. This makes my day. Only that your name is not showing. I wish you could put in your name there, or I'll check it up after. Oops. The opening session has been fireful. Put a fire emoji if you got that. If you got that, put the fire emoji in the comment section and let us get this. So I want to appreciate you. I want to appreciate everyone who watched. Thank you so much. We peaked at about 14, 15 simultaneous people. Now we cannot stop now. Everyone who is watching me or has watched this, please, for 5 p.m., let's get back here. Invite all the people you know from wherever you know. Just get everybody. Let's get on the live broadcast and enjoy every bit of the sessions. Yes, thank you. Somebody's putting the fire emoji. I want to see the fire emojis. Let's do it. Let's get the energy in the room up the roof. Okay, so for the next session, thank you. People are dropping the fire emojis for me. Thank you. For the next session, an amazing lady will be taking us, will be the host. I'm the chief host, so this time around I hosted myself and I'm also the guest. Okay, so somebody else. Yeah, the fire is dropping. Okay. Mr. Olumu, you are on Wale Onotoyinbo. Thank you. You're a graphic artist. Oh, fantastic. We belong together. We are in the same family. Okay. So let's do this again. By 5 p.m., we'll be discussing how to build sustainable businesses in a difficult African market. Whether you like it or not, this is our reality. If you are in Nigeria, you're in any part of Africa, this is our reality. And she has gone through this process. She is going through this process and she's building great stuff. She's the CEO of Nature First, and she'll be seeing you by 5 p.m. I want to appreciate everyone who has joined us this evening for this first session. I will see you again, of course, from the backstage. I'll be hosting 7 p.m. session. So if you want to see my face, it will be 7 p.m. Tosin Shokunbi, the founder of Language, will be hosting us by 5 p.m. and she will be hosting our amazing guest. I'll just be behind the console. Thank you so much for watching. Have yourselves a beautiful afternoon.
My name is Ashiwaji Dorcas.
Hi, my name is Adedola Ebadan.
I am Tolu Joseph.
My name is Tosin Shokunbi.
My name is Victoria Wana.
My name is Sam Adetira and I'm inviting you to the 2021 Prim Doctor African Convention.
It takes place July 16th to 18th, 2021.
The convention is an annual event where we bring together people of all ages and persuasions
To stimulate life-changing conversations.
I help people make progress in business, relationship, finance, and life as a whole.
You do not want to miss this.
Looking forward to seeing you there because I will be there.
Click the link below.
Click the link below.
Now click the link below or anywhere you can find it in the caption to register for free.